Hi guys, Ray here from Two Gaming Girls, and in today's video we're going to learn how to claim land in Eco. We're going to cover how to claim land using flags, how to use those flags, and then how to acquire more flags. Let's get started. So whenever you start the game in Eco, you're going to get 10 claim flags, 10 property claim flags automatically in your backpack. I'm going to hit tab, and you can see right here we have property claim flags, 10 of them. We're going to move this down to our bar so we can start using them. So when you place one of these down, you get this little highlighted area. Now see, I can move this anywhere in that area and it doesn't change the boundaries of my claim. That's because claims are on a 5x5 grid, so anywhere in here it will still be the same thing. Once you claim land, you get a deed for that land. If I hit tab again, you can see it right here. If I hover over it, it tells you what plots of land are covered by that. If you click on it, you can even see it in the mini map. There's our little piece of land. So if we close this up and we keep adding and clicking on new land, it's going to add the land to the same deed. So if we hit tab again and we hover over it, you can see there's now 3 different 5x5 plots of land all on one deed. So as long as you have this deed somewhere in your possession, any land you claim will be added to that same piece. Now if I try to click in the same area, it will tell you I already have this land. So there's no worry that you're going to accidentally claim the same land twice. So I'm going to go ahead and use all 10 of these so we can look at the next part like this, and we'll do over here. So as you can see, it's no longer visible in the real world, in the world map. You can't see the land, but if we hit M, we can now see that this is the land deeded to us. So we're going to close this again, and we're going to go ahead and hit tab and hover over this. And now we're going to right click on the deed and look at all the things we can do with the deed. So the first thing we can do is change the name. So you click up here, you can name this anything you want. Click on that and then start typing. We're going to call this Rays. You can also change the color of the land in the map view. So let's make it a nice purple. We're going to hit M. There we go. Okay, so now if we scroll out, now it is purple, and you can see that we can change the color that way. We can also change who's authorized to use this land, to do things on the land. So there's no one else on this, but if there was, there would be a long list, and you could type in, I would probably add Tam. You just click on that and it automatically goes on this side as an authorized person. Now if you want to remove a piece of land from your plot, let's say I want to remove this top corner over here, so you would need to stand on it. Make sure you tab and right click on the deed and say unclaim current plot, and that removes it and you get your claim flag back. So I'm going to go ahead and reclaim it. Got it right here, this one. But let's say we want to remove it from our deed, but we want to retain rights to it. Maybe we want to sell it off, give it to someone else, or change the authorization. Maybe only a few people can do anything on this one, but you know, a whole lot more can do something on this piece. So let's say we want to change the rights or sell it off. We're going to hit tab and we're going to say split plot to new deed. So now we have 2 deeds, and if you hover over it, you can see this one has a whole bunch of plots on it. It has these 4 plus 5 more, so 9 plots. And if we hover over this one, it only has 1. So now we can do anything we want with that. Now let's say you have 2 different pieces. Maybe you messed up, or maybe you decided, you know what, I'm not going to sell it off, or you know what, all the rights can be the same. You need to stand on that land and then hover over and right click on the deed you want to, I already had it open, right click on the deed that you want to add it to. So we're going to be adding it to this one, and then you would say attach current plot, and now it's all on one deed. this has all 10 and this has no property listed. So now if you want, you can right click on this and say delete deed. If you ever accidentally delete a deed that you still have land to, you just stand over it, you hit M to open up your map, and then say create deed at current plot, and then if we hover over this, you will see a whole new deed. And then you can, sadly you would have to re-add all the deeds, all these plots to the deed again. So I suggest you don't lose your deed, don't accidentally destroy it. It's not the end of the world, but it does take some time to go reattach everything to the deed. So let's say that this yellow piece of property right here is not your deed. Someone hands you this deed and you right click on it. Let's pretend it's not mine. If I wanted to suddenly make it mine, if they've sold it to me, you would click on claim deed. Right here it's going to tell me I already own it, but if you didn't, this is where you would get it. So that's how you split, attach, unclaim, and claim. To gain more flags, you're going to need to use a unlearned skill scroll, and that will give you 5 more flags. To get a skill scroll, you're going to first need to make a research table, which you can make inside of your workbench. Then once you have that table, you can go in, select a skill to learn. We're going to select the wood construction skill book, something I have not learned yet, and we'll order that up. So once you have your new book with your unlearned skill, you can tab out, hover over it, you'll see the skill book. If you right click, you'll get a skill scroll. And when you right click on that, you learn the skill and you get 5 new property claim flags. So that is it. That is how you claim property in Eco, how you use the flags, and how you can get more. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and as always, leave a comment. Take care.